All we are saying, don't sell this house. All we are saying, don't sell this house.
The Edo House was built during the administration of Colonel Tunde Ogbeha, and it remains the most prized asset of the state. Not too long ago, we raised alarm that the government led by Adams Oshomole has concluded plans to put up the house for sale. The PDP in Edo State, led by Chief Dan Obi, held a well-attended press conference to that effect to question the decision of the government on why they want to sell the house.
Gentlemen of the press, we are here this morning to express in very clear language the PDP opposition to the proposed sale of Edo House in Lagos as advertised in the Guardian newspaper of 30th September 2013. It was also advertised same day in the Nation and Punch newspapers. For purpose of clarity, Edo House is the most prized asset owned by the people of this state outside Edo State. As you can see on this advert, the title of the advert is Property for Sale by Bid. You can see the beautiful structure just sitting by the side of the bad beach that he wants to sell. This property was not built by Oshomole. You will also like to know that at this point in time, when by the commercial activities around this property, as a result of the newly established Atlantic City, the cost of properties are going up. They can never come down.
Shocked by the observation and revelation of the PDP, the government came out through its spokesman, Kasim Afegwa. In his usual garrulous style, he described the Edo PDP as busybodies. His now standard response to criticism and views contrary to his or his bosses.
They are putting the cart before the horse. That to me is outlandish, ridiculous, laughable, and clear, display of busybody. What is an Edo House going to serve the people of Edo State when we have enormous challenges here? People complain about flooding, they complain about rainwaters, they complain about gully erosion. We need resources to fix all these developmental challenges that are facing us.
As how Segun Asaju was engaged was neither transparent nor competitive.
Segun Asaju has been an agent to a former labor union leader who is part of this government. He's been an agent to a former labor union leader. I don't know the name, but he's part of the government in Edo State. The process of selecting him was never advertised.
He also drew the attention of the Edo people to a clause in the advertorial that the Edo State government is not obliged to sell to the highest bidder, even if he meets all conditions prescribed for the sale.
Let me quickly draw your attention to the offensive and fraudulent clause by Segun Asaju and Co., where they stated in very clear terms, if you go to the last line of this advert, they stated very clearly that the client has no obligation to accept the highest bid or any bid. The implication of that statement is that this process is not an open process. It is selective, it is fraudulent, and it is unacceptable. If the reason for wanting to sell is financial, because we have often said that this government is broke. They've always come out to tell us that they are not broke, that they are doing well. So if the reason is to get more money for the state government, why are you saying you will not accept the highest bid? If that bid meets all the other conditions, you will say, I don't want to accept it, I will pick whoever I want to sell to. So from the onset, this process has been predetermined. It has been settled by the government to ensure that that top government official that we will soon tell you must be the person who will buy this property.
It is worthy of note at this point that the location of the Edo House in Lagos is what can be referred to as a priceless location. In the same vein, all the other states in the Federation have their liaison offices in Lagos, and none is put up for sale. Why the Edo House?
Edo House in Lagos. Anytime we have what they call a trade fair, people of Edo origin, they go there. It's a liaison office in Lagos, and you have a liaison officer there. The government has an essay in Lagos, where if you are going to the embassy, he gives you paper. If you are from any local government of Edo State, you don't need to come to Edo State. You go there, he gives you a paper that you are from this local government, you are from that, after confirming. So the edifice in Lagos is serving a purpose. It is not just that we have moved from Lagos to Abuja. We have a house in Abuja. Somebody is telling you, we don't need a house in Lagos. Then you ask the question, why do you as a person build a house in Abuja?
Good question.
Why do you have a house in Abuja, not a house in your village alone?
Okay.
Many of the people that are talking have houses in Abuja, they have houses in Benin. Not only in their village, but therefore,
they have in Lagos.
Edo must be present in Lagos, because along that line you have every state.
From our own investigation, you have 18 number of one-bedroom flat. As at today, you can conveniently collect 500,000 per annum for the 18 one-bedroom flat that is available in that house. Each of them can go for a minimum of 500,000 per annum, and that will give you 9 million. In that property, you have 7 numbers of 2-bedroom apartments. To be conservative, you can collect conveniently 2.5 million per annum as rent per flat, and that will give you about 17,500,000 naira. In that same property, you have 6 numbers of 3-bedroom flats that can go conservatively on the average for 3.5 million per annum. You have 4-number bedroom maisonette that can go for 5 million per annum. That gives you another 20 million. Then you have offices that can go for 18,000 naira per square meter. That will give you about 36 million per annum. On the whole, the gross rent to be, I'm talking of a conservative figure. This figure I'm giving you now was given to us by different estate agents in Lagos. They said this is the minimum rent that property can attract. And we have a total of a minimum of 103,688,000 naira, 280 that you can get from that property.
The 2-bedroom flat in this place is 2 million naira. The service charge is about 500 naira. Everything put together.
500,000.
500,000 naira. So everything put together is about 2.5 million naira. I don't see any clear reason why the governor or the government of the day or any government for that matter want to sell this edifice. This is our heritage. This structure is generating enough revenue for this place. So there's no way any governor or any government will want to sell this house. First and foremost, his own apartment, his own lodge, he has never been here. So he should come here and take a look at this place, not what they are feeding him. His own apartment is even the subletted house to Petrolog. And
Petrolog?
Yes, Petrolog. Petrolog is the one renting his own apartment. So there's no way he can come and sell this place. Enough rent is being generated from this place.
So if you have a property that gives you over 100 million per annum, how much do you want to sell it? Why do you need to sell it? In 10 years, how much will you get? And to maintain that property, management, insurance, and repairs, you don't need to spend up to 8 million per annum. So why do you want to sell?
I, as an economist, will ask you a question, just like the lawyer said. If you sell Edo House in Lagos, what does it solve? Does it create employment in Edo State? You want to create a shopping mall in Ring Road, like you said. He said where Agidegbe House used to be, he had demolished it. Vehicles are being parked there, and this Shomole buses. He wants to bring the proceeds from there, put one house in Lagos and an edifice in Lagos. They call it a compact something in Lagos, and bring the other one to develop a shopping mall in Benin City. Question you ask as an economist, as an accountant, is a property in Lagos, will it give you less or more than a property in Benin?
Exactly.
It doesn't make, in other words, the person that is advising him is not advising him well.
So it doesn't make an economic
It
sense.
doesn't make an economic decision, sense, because if you say that you get 120 million naira in Lagos as at current, do you think you will get from the proceeds and you build a shopping mall in Benin that you get up to 20 million for rent in Benin down the line when the house is going to be depreciating? I doubt.
Governor Adams Oshiomhole, in a press conference on Wednesday, October 9, 2013, contradicted the earlier press statement by Kasim Afegbua.
Want to use resources to develop Edo State, either building such a building in Edo by way of a business center at Uborame Square. We are not distracted. We are proceeding with the sale.
Edo State is bigger than the governor. The governor must respect the people of Edo State and must know that the Edo State environment is bigger and the individuals are bigger. An individual that is transient, he has only 3 years to go, cannot be speaking the way he's speaking. You cannot be absolute. Never. Not in democracy. Not even when we were activists and we are still activists. It doesn't go well with us, the way he is talking.
I have a great respect for my comrade. He used to be a friend, because a friend in power is no longer a friend of passé. But you see, I don't grudge him. But the language at times, he is a statesman by our standard. And tomorrow become another statesman. You mind how you talk to the people. The property is not your personal house, not your Shimole house. It's a Edo State house. I don't say what I like or not, I will sell it. And I'm not going to sell it to the higher bidder. How can a man say he's hungry and want to sell this guy, will not sell it to the highest bidder? I don't understand though. So you have already gotten a bidder whom you solicitously really want to sell it to. Since it's not going to be the highest and the lowest, someone else will come in there and buy it. That is our suspicion, we laymen. So if you are not going to sell it to the highest bidder and not the lowest bidder, who is that bidder that is your bride that you must sell it to?
The man that want to buy it, is he going to use it or is he going to throw it away? Why do they want to use? Why do they want to buy it? If I do economic value. So if he had economic value to the person that want to buy, why had he not got economic value to the one that want to sell? Does it make any sense? No. In other words, you got to find out why. If he is saying, or they are saying, that the money coming from it is not what they expect, why not all jack up the rent over there? You can advertise that Edo House situated in VI, we want new tenants, and you must be this way or that way or that way. In other words, what I'm saying in fact is that just like the two guys have said, he must, I'm not trying to say he should, he must use civil language for Edo people.
Yes.
It is apparent that Governor Adams Oshiomhole has run out of excuses on what the sale is about and has no real intent to use the money to benefit the people of Edo State. The Edo people must come out powerfully to say no to the sale of the Edo House.
Don't sell this house. We are saying. Don't sell this house. And don't sell government. We are saying. Quiet. Don't sell this house. We are saying. Don't sell this house.
that the so-called person is wanting to sell this building, advertising, is the same person who wants to buy this building. We have it on authoritative. We have it on authoritative. I'm a lawyer. I do not just make statements like that. We have facts. When the time comes, we back it up with facts. The money they are moving about cross national here, Dubai, one of those Arab countries, again back to Nigeria to want to use to buy this building. We will bring out the facts when the time comes. So we will not allow something like that to happen.
To me, I think all right thinking and promising Edo people should step forward to condemn this act and resist it with every pint of blood in our system. As a legal practitioner, I am going to offer my services free of charge to ensure that we will stop and prevent Oshomole from selling this property.
I'm saying to Oshomole this morning that selling of this house is an abomination, except he wants to receive the wrath of God, of the Edo people, the entire Edo people, to his 10th generation. Let him sell it. If he does not want that, he should leave this house alone, because there is no need for him to sell our house. There is nothing wrong with this edifice. Why must he sell it? That means he wants to tell the world that Edo is bankrupt. Let him tell us what happened to our fund, that he wants to sell our house now. To do what? I don't know. So my message to Oshomole is that don't sell our house. And whosoever buys this house is going to buy trouble. That is my message to him and the seller and the buyer.
Oshomole okay property no redofo. Local government in every Bobaka. If to primary school, school ni pa ma be do it. Oshomole orieke. Nala onagwima in Oshomole. Get time me buy me nega Ogwedo state na. Ediedo otagbe otalaka na bidu eyaga no Oshomole bogakiwana. Omanokiowana. Omanokiowana. Okiobi anodi on eniwa asan. Omanodogwana. Okiobi anodi on eniwa asan. Okiobi anodi on otedo. Okiobi anodi on otogbo talaka. Obi anokeke okaga mo bi anodi on. Oga mo gbi Edo state ikin. Nuwala ni male mana inieri mage omo na bage diawa na buimare o ame mi ba mi onwina meko o ma kien ogwi bi Edo yo keke yo nya to ke Edo ya sebuebo o ma fi o ekien rudaga kien mi ya ba kan die ne mo na diawa la na buimare mana tuma na ma ni bi Edo na la go Oshomole abe mo gwedo kien o anu wana na do mu fi awotona mawa oni Adam Oshomole kiole oleze madaru edu elena uwa ni ma rododo bo ni ma relo mo bo akigo edu akiole Edo olenye onu wa na ma vaiwe ko enamadia mawa ona kiole oleze ni madaru edana Adam Oshomole zonu wa na bo emiro eja weke kiona ono wa na odududu hari ono wa na de ma mo wewe Lagos ọ̀nà lọ́mọ nídìí kọ́ máa ń ká lẹ̀ gbà yá kàrẹ́ ẹni pàgbé ẹwà rọ̀ọ̀dẹ̀ ìkùnkùn kàkiri ọ̀dẹ̀ ojú dúdú ọ̀nà lọ́mọ ni máa gbé ẹ̀. Emere ma fẹ́rẹ̀ kọ́ ìkọ́ni máa kọ́ Oshomole ọ̀yọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ẹ mọ́ wá. Oshomole dúdú kọ́ kí ẹ mọ́ wá. Adamu. Oma nuna mera mane odu Adamu ga kemowa yo du kemowa yo masefara ma du Adamu na Adamu ga remowa de yo du Adamu.
Well, the proposal is a devilish, trickish, and satanic plan to sell it. Selling this Edo House in Lagos is mortgaging and selling the future of our children yet unborn. Is selling the future of our youths, the future of the next generation. If a father sells his house, what does the children inherit? What Oshomole is planning to do, what Oshomole's government is planning to do in Edo is satanic and evil.
Well, you see, it is apparent, it is sad, it's a sacrilege. This apparently seems to be our pride in Lagos State. If you take a look all the way down, you're going to see other states, they have their liaison offices, they have properties here, they're not selling them. Why will we sell this massive structure that belongs to us? doesn't make sense. I don't support it, and I expect the government of the day to know better. Any government that has the right structure around and that has the right motive will not take a decision like this. So I think I support the protest and I support the move to stop the sale of this property. And I would advise interested parties to abstain because this belongs to a full state. And I don't think that is acceptable.
It is sad that this government has not been able to show the people of Edo State a single structure built by this administration. But Edo people can point to several things that they have sold. The governor should engage in issues like what has become of the collapsed building at Central Hospital. What has happened to the construction works that were ongoing during his campaign to be elected for a second term? There are more questions begging for answers. Edo House is not for sale. This message is from the Edo State PDP.
Don't sell this house. Don't sell this house. I don't sell government.